E aí pessoal, tudo bem? Aqui quem fala é o LG Gameplay, galera. Estamos aqui com mais um vídeo de Alan Wake. Vamos continuar de onde paramos. Opa, tem mais pilhas aqui. Opa, não peguei ainda. Peguei agora. Opa, pegar mais um manuscrito. Ah tá, eu já havia feito isso, mas não salvou. Saquei. Não, tranquilo, faço de novo, não tem problema. Aqui tem mais coisa pra pegar então. Mas aqui tinha aparecido o negócio de save quando eu peguei esse cafezinho aqui. Eita. Tá, vamos voltar lá, perdi a vida à toa.
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here, but it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
Mas acho que não tem que ir pra lá, né? Ai, droga. Beleza. Ai, sobrou mais um. Não, sobrou mais dois. Ai, burro. Beleza. Ok, mais munição. Vamos acender a luz. Aí, recuperamos vida. Ixi. Entendi, eu tenho que vir pra cá, é isso? Acho que eu tenho que ir pra lá. Opa, não vou usar a bateria à toa não, né? Tem uma subida aqui. Mas acho que eu não tenho que passar por aqui não. Tá, beleza. Eita. Ok. Perdi um pouco de vida, acho que até dava pra voltar, né? Mas tô com medo de me perder de novo, que eu não sei nem onde é que eu tô, nem como é que eu fiz pra chegar aqui. Então, vamos só andar aqui. Aí, ó, tem uma ponte aqui. Não! Quase. Nossa, a gameplay é muito travada. Não gostei. Espero que do novo jogo seja mais fluida a gameplay, porque essa aqui é muito travada. É que é jogo antigo, né? Vou dar um desconto que é jogo antigo. Mas mesmo sendo jogo antigo, cara, tem uns jogos antigos também que não era tão travada a gameplay assim não. Ah tá, entra aqui. Oxi. Quase caí na armadilha de novo. Entendi, nessas armadilhas tem que tacar a luz. É, eu tenho que fazer isso nas armadilhas. Agora que eu entendi. Tem mais uma página aqui pra pegar. Tá, vamos aproveitar que aqui tá tranquilo. Vamos ler a que a gente já pegou. Vamos ver aqui. Eu tinha pego mais página, mas tudo bem.
The
Vamos lá.
logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
Tá, beleza. Então, vamos continuar aqui. Nossa jornada, vamos pra cima. Deixa eu dar só uma pausa aqui. Tem um elevador aqui. Ah não, essa acho que é pra passar, né? É. Subir aqui. Bom, vamos ler mais esse aqui também.
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
Tá. Tem mais alguma coisa pra ler? Não. Quero entender por que serve essas garrafas de café aí. Sinalizador. É só isso aqui pra fazer aqui. Vou até o topo. Mas Como é que eu vou até o topo? Ah, tem uma escada ali, ó. Ah, entendi. Não precisa nem fazer o que eu tava fazendo, só mirar. Que já arrebenta com... Ah, não vai dizer que não tem nada pra pegar aqui. Aí vocês estão de sacanagem, né?
Beware of Widowmakers.
Aí. Tá, eu saí dali da casinha, né? Vim pra cá. Por enquanto não tem nada. Mano, só vou usar esse... Eu só vou usar esse... Esqueci o nome. Ah, aqui que eu tenho que subir. Quando tiver muita gente. Quando tiver muita gente, aí eu uso... Tem que ir pra lá, então vamos vir pra cá. Pra ver se tem alguma coisa pra pegar. Porque aqui qualquer coisinha... Porque, por exemplo, pile... Já deu pra ver que pile e munição é bem escasso aqui, né? A gente gasta muito e recebe pouco. Então... Se a gente for... Dar uma zoiada por aí pra ver se a gente acha alguma coisa... Já ajuda muito. Porque é bem escasso. Susto! Ai, caramba. Caramba, mano. A vida parece que ela não volta, só a pilha. Ela só a bater, só a lanterna parece que a pilha recarrega, mas a vida não. Aí eu tenho que chegar num lugar com luz logo. Mas se bem que eu tô tranquilo que se aparecer mais gente, aí eu uso o sinalizador. Aí tá suavão. Ó. Peguei mais munição aqui, ó. Tá suavão aqui agora. Ah, não. Ah, não, meus amigos. Ah, não. Olé. Olé. Morre, desgraça. Foi. Foi. Acho que... Ah, vou ter que ir pra lá. Tá, mas deixa eu dar uma bisbilhotada por aqui pra ver se tem coisa pra pegar. Acho que não deve ter, não. Porque tá muito escuro pra cá. Não fica tão escuro assim quando é pra pegar alguma coisa. Bom, acho que não tem nada. Vamos pra missão logo, né? Vamos vazar.
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What am I, crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on. I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods.
Ah, mano, tô dando muita munição. Pra quem é gamer, né, já tá manjando dos games, sabe que quando dá muita munição é porque vai vir problema. Eu não entendi o que significa essa garrafa de café.
I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster, and the headlights were a welcome bonus.
Verdade. Tá, tem que procurar a chave então. Beleza. Deve estar pra cá, ó.
I had to find the key to the garage.
Tá trancado. Ah, achei.
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one word, change yourself.
Ué, me deu a sensação que tinha um daqueles caras aqui. Meus amigos, vamos dirigir. Legal. Bora, bora, bora. Ah tá, eu tenho que ir reto pra cá. Ah tá, aqui é onde tava o... Esqueci o nome daquele cara lá. Esqueci o nome daquele cara lá, mas já me lembrei. O Stuck, uma coisa assim, né? Foi levado. Opa. Ih, rapaz, e agora?
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against
rapaz.
the dark things I was facing.
Boa.
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need... a week.
Not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me?
Yes, yes, I get you. Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
Al, I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird.
They're gone!
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
Bye now.
See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the Oh Dear
Diner.
Good girl.
Come here. Pretty please, can you tell me where I am? You, won't you say something?
Previously on Alan Wake, Alice has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her!
You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI?
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island. It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. they were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died. And she
Welcome
had some kind of
to...
breakdown.
Oh dear. Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
Hey, this is really good.
Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry? She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What? What?
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict.
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free.
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste. Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
Come back soon.
Peraí, parece que dá pra entrar aqui. Não dá, mas tem esse radinho aqui que eu vou ligar.
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air. Let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy.
Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you.
Oh, you're gonna get it now. God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Slane!
What are you? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
Whoosh.
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Give it up, Mr. Wake. Come on. Take it easy. Get after him. Don't let him get away. Move it, move it, move it. I'll have your chance if you let him get away.
Mano, tomara que não venha aquelas coisas atrás também. Porque não basta os polícia.
There he goes! Okay, men, keep your eyes peeled. He's gonna try to make it through here.
Oh, damn.
Where is he? Fan out! Move it! Look right there! I don't dare wait! Keep an eye out! God damn it, where did he go? Lift away! Keep an eye out!
Mano, isso aqui tá parecendo a maratona de São Silvestre. Tem que acelerar, diminuir o ritmo da corrida. É um manuscrito ali?
He's gone! Come on, guys! We need to head him off!
Vamos ler?
For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
Peraí, não tem mais nada aqui não? Não, bora. Pra fugir da polícia ou dessas coisas da sombra aí? Achei que o sequestrador era o... Achei que o sequestrador era uma dessas coisas aí das sombras.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
I've lost contact with Wilson's men you assigned to me. It's Blake's doing. Wait, are you
Unnatural shadows.
Mudei de ideia, vamos voltar.
The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light. I imagined that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over.
Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. But it was... Hey, Mulligan, what are you doing? Come on!
Sit down and give me that. James, Mulligan here. Over.
Go ahead, Mulligan. Over.
We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, if you know what I mean. Over.
I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over.
Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both. Over.
Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The, Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over.
Oh, yeah, I'll bet he does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
I could see the lights of the radio station in the distance.
Entendi. Eu já tava pulando aquela hora lá. Achei que esse aqui era o caminho certo.
There was no power to the searchlight. The old generator conked out. I'd have to see if I could fix it and try again.
Boa. Ué. Agora sim.
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Team 1, come in. Over. Team 1, this is Sheriff Breaker. Report. Over. Team 2, come in. I need a report. Over. Come on, guys. Talk to me. Come in,
And here's another call. You're on KBFFM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, that's just up the road from me, too.
Caramba, maluco. Morri. Bom, galera, então é isso aí. Eu vou encerrar então o vídeo por aqui. Quem gostou, se inscreve no canal e compartilha com os amigos. E a gente continua jogando a partir de amanhã, tá bom? Então é isso aí, galera. Obrigado por terem acompanhado e até mais.